Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
The sun is here, so let's play two as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the Yankees against the Pirates in the day portion of a day-night doubleheader here on Yes. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside David Cohn. So happy to be with you for game one of this doubleheader here on the Yes Network. David, when the Yankees last played on Monday night, it was Jazz Chisholm Jr. who was again the offensive hero.
Yeah, right on time as well. I mean, the Yankees need Jazz Chisholm Jr. to really be the type of player that he truly can be. He has this kind of talent, a true power and speed guy. And when the power comes, he can hit him in bunches, and he's starting to feel it now. You can just tell a little dip in his hip and a pep in his step. Jazz Chisholm getting it going right now.
Take a look at over the last 7 games. Those 4 home runs were all critical home runs in the OPS over 1,100. Now, when it comes to the mound today, we're in for a treat. You get Garrett Cole in the daytime. You get Max Fried returning at night. David, last time out for Cole was really good against the Dodgers. Also really had the four-seamer working.
Yeah, his velocity's up. There's no question about it. Coming back from Tommy John surgery, you wonder whether the radar's going to be there, the control. Actually, his stuff has been very, very good. The velocity, the four-seamer, the mix of pitches. There's always been just like one blip that's hurt him, and in the last start it was that. The slider out over the plate that Muncy made him pay for, and his night was done. But overall, the work was solid.
You take a look at the numbers, specifically on the four-seamer of late. The average fastball velocity is up a full mile per hour from 2 seasons ago. And the numbers over the last 3 starts, an opponent's average of just 176 and a K percentage of 40% over the last 3 starts with that four-seamer. Well, Spencer Jones is back as the 27th man. He looked pretty good last time he was here. Our Meredith Morakovitz asked Aaron Boone about the lefty slugger next here on Yes.
The skies have cleared, and it is a beautiful day for baseball here in the Bronx. Game 1 of the split doubleheader set to get underway in just a little bit right here on Yes. Hey, everyone. I'm Meredith Morakovitz. The Yankees called up their 27th man for Game 1. It is Spencer Jones. He's in the lineup, batting third and DHing. It's the 3rd time he has been up with the big league club this season. Earlier, I asked Aaron Boone about some of the growth he's seen in Jones so far this year.
I feel like he's gotten a lot better over the last, 12, 14 months, but even into spring training in the first part of this year, and obviously having a couple stints with us now where feel like he's held his own and just continues to get better and more polished as a hitter.
And in 30 games in the majors, Spencer Jones has 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. He's looking to add to that total this afternoon. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Garrett Cole gets the ball. First pitch next on Yes.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Call your shot on FanDuel every day with Daily Dinger. Make a free pick for a chance at a profit boost the next day. By Sage, proud accounting software provider of the New York Yankees. By Nissan, hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Shop NissanUSA.com. And by Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet. Well, the Yankees and Pirates getting ready to play a day-night doubleheader here at the stadium. Garrett Cole taking his warm-up tosses. Take a look at the Pirates starting lineup. Jake Mangum back in there leading off. Then it's Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, who's played really well against the Yankees. The young rookie sensation Valdez, followed by O'Hearn, Gonzalez, Davis, and Tyler Callahan in there to round out the Pirates lineup.
And Garrett Cole, indeed, towing the slab. A day game at Yankee Stadium. I love that. The numbers are good. And our Nissan pitcher scouting report, love will tear us apart. That's in reference to the Pittsburgh trading him to Houston back in 2018. We'll get into that a little later. The groove is in the heart. That's that new windup. For me, it's so smooth. I think it's really added to his delivery. And espresso, that's his personality. When he's on the mound today, you know he's fired up.
Very nicely done, David. Here we go. Cole ready, and game one underway with a fastball strike.
Covered it all. Joy Division, just in case you were wondering. Love will tear us apart.
Yeah.
Great.
I know that song. It's a great song. And I know Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, of course.
Yes. One of my current faves. Of course, Delight. Groove is in the heart.
1-1 on Mangum. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. 1-2.
January 13, 2018, the Pirates traded their former #1 pick, Garrett Cole and Star, to Houston. I kind of think Houston won that trade.
Yeah. The 1-2. Fouled away.
It was for Joe Musgrove, Michael Feliz, Colin Moran, and Jason Martin was the trade in January in the offseason.
And we know how well Cole pitched in Houston.
Well.
Yep.
With Pittsburgh, actually, didn't get enough credit for that.
That is flicked into left. Bellinger waits. One down. The defense brought to you by our local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Bellinger, Grisham, and Dominguez in the outfield. McMahon and Caballero on the left side. Chisholm, Rice on the right side. Wells behind the plate. And Spencer Jones is the DH today. I mean, David, this sets up as a very exciting doubleheader. You get Cole in the day, and you get Max Fried a few days early at night. It was thought he was going to have one more rehab start, and then the Yankees decided, you know what? Maybe we'll have him make that final start up here. Talked it over with Fried. He was on board, and he gets to go tonight. That's smacked into left center. Grisham ranges over. 2 down. The umpire scouting report is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Quinn Wilcott. Fewer high strikes, fewer outside strikes. He is hitter friendly.
You know, actually, to your point, Ryan, Yankee fans have been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
First time we're going to see Cole and Fried in the rotation at the same time. And that was the dream when you signed Max Fried. Of course, took Garrett Cole a while, obviously with the Tommy John surgery or the procedure he had on his elbow.
And then just when he was coming back, he had Fried go down with the bone bruise. And so you haven't seen those two aces in the rotation together, but not only will you see them back in the rotation together, you'll see them on the same mound today. 1-1 on Reynolds. Cued foul.
You already see kind of the new approach of Garrett Cole, just in a pitcher's mode early, mixing all his pitches, knuckle curves, changeups. When he first signed with the Yankees, and really back to the Houston years, it was four-seam fastballs high and breaking balls low. Now it's true 4 pitches. We've already seen it.
And we see the changeup use way up this season. Here's the 1-2 to Reynolds. He got him. Beautiful fastball right by Reynolds. A 1-2-3 first for Cole as we start a long day in the Bronx. Oh, a very sharp start for Garrett Cole. He sits down the Pirates 1-2-3. Go to the bottom of the first. At the stadium, take a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Trent Grisham leading off. Ben Rice, a 12-game inning streak bat second. And it's Spencer Jones. Not only is he back up as the 27th man, he's hitting third. Followed by Bellinger, Dominguez, Red Hot Jazz, Chisholm, Caballero, McMahon, and Austin Wells coming off a multi-hit game.
And this veteran right-hander will face that Yankee lineup. And you can see on the season, this will be his 20th start. Mitch Keller, drafted out of high school by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And let's give you a little bit more in our Nissan Pitcher Scouting Report. Just can't get enough. Well, he's got 7 different pitches he throws, and he throws them. It's not just for show. A lot of different variations into that. We'll get into it a little bit later. I Can't Write Left-Handed, great legendary song from Bill Withers. Lefties have an advantage. That's why you see the Yankee lineup stacked with lefties. And against the wind, had a tough start against the Yankees.
Rolled to second. 1 pitch, 1 out as Grisham is retired. We'll take a look at the defense brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. And the Car Shield defensive player profile is on a local kid, Henry Davis, from lovely Bedford, New York, Fox Lane High School. And he has thrown out 53.8% of runners this season, which leads the majors. Little Bob Seger on that final song, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's 0-2 with a 10 ERA against the Yankees in his career, so it's not a huge sample size, but
against the wind.
This lefty lineup did a little bit against the wind.
As Rice takes a strike. Swung way over that cutter, 0-2. Coney told you about the repertoire from Keller. I mean, he really uses all 7 of those pitches. And Rice just saw 3 of them. He's down on strikes.
Indeed, we saw a cutter, and now he's going to finish with the curveball. You can see the tilt on that pitch. Good depth.
And here is Spencer Jones. He heard birthday girl Meredith Morakovitz ask Aaron Boone about Spencer Jones off the top of the broadcast. And one of the things Aaron Boone talked about was just how much more polished his approach and at-bats at the plate have looked as time has gone on, especially that most recent stint for 20 games up here. Towering fly ball down the left field line. Reynolds having some trouble tracking it, now does. Into the glove, and a 1-2-3 first for Keller. To the second we go.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the second. Ryan, as you mentioned earlier, Max Fried is going to get the ball in game 2. It comes as a little bit of a surprise. Originally, he was going to get at least 1 more rehab start prior to the Yankees discussing it and possibly bringing him back. But with the second split doubleheader in 4 days, the Yankees changed their pitching plans. Now, he threw 52 pitches in his rehab start in the minors, so imagine he'll be about 50 to 60 pitches. So they are going to have to use the bullpen heavily. But Ryan, they had yesterday off with the rain out. They also have an off day tomorrow before they start that series in Philadelphia. So Aaron Boone and this Yankee staff feeling good with where they're at in the bullpen, but certainly can use a little length here from Garrett Cole in game 1. But how exciting to have both of these guys pitching on the same day.
I mean, and not just the same day. As we take a look at today's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Fried exiting with that left elbow bone bruise May 13th. Waited a month and threw a bullpen at his first live. 2 weeks later, his first rehab. About 2.5 weeks after that, and now starting today. But they also do it for your birthday, Meredith. So a lot to celebrate today here at the stadium. Happy birthday, partner.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Yes. Feel good about it, Meredith. Did you see the present Susan Waldman got her today? Oh. Susan really did her up, and then the cake as well.
Well, we're saving that for in between games, David, so don't touch that till I get back up there. But hey, my philosophy on birthdays, anytime you have one, it is a good day. So let's play 2.
Good stuff, Meredith. You know what? I secretly was hoping we were going to have it between games. I'm glad Meredith just confirmed for us.
Well, her and Susan are a thing now. I mean, you follow them on social media.
Oh, yeah.
They have trips, activities that you gotta follow.
And you're right, like Susan, not only did she bring something for Meredith, she had this whole beautiful setup at her seat for when Meredith came in. Multiple presents, a huge cake, balloons. Very thoughtful, Susan Waldman. I'll make sure to return the favor for you, David, on your birthday.
There you go. You know what to get me. Golf balls.
That's it. Cole looking very sharp early. 2 strikeouts. Has retired the first 4 Pirates. Pittsburgh, an excellent offensive team, second in the league in runs scored behind only the Nationals. And goodbye. Another
Pitch is called a strike.
good for strike 3. And ABS powered by T-Mobile. Sorry, that's a strike.
Call confirmed. Pitch is a strike. Pittsburgh has 1 challenge remaining.
3 Ks already for Garrett Cole. That's a lot of ball in the zone, and Pittsburgh down to 1 ABS challenge remaining.
It certainly was. You could see, because obviously the catcher's setting up on the outside corner, and he had to reach a little bit, but the ball had plenty of plate.
Only 5 batters in, but Cole looks rhythmic and sharp here early.
That's the thing I love about the groove of his new windup. If he can get going and get a sense of rhythm, then your windup, that full windmill windup, becomes a weapon. You can control your tempo with it. You can speed it up or slow it down. You can gather a little bit better. It gives you more time to spend more time over the rubber, is the old pitching coach analogy. Not rush. Spend more time over that rubber.
0-2. This game originally was going to be a 135 start, slid up to 105 with the doubleheader. The 0-2. He got him. Oh, Garrett Cole all the way dialed in through 2. 6 up, 6 down, 4 Ks. Play FanDuel's Daily Dinger for free every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits a home run. Here are the featured home run odds for today's players. Cody Bellinger plus 400, Jason Dominguez plus 440. So Mitch Keller back to work after Garrett Cole strikes out the side in the second. Keller sat down the Yankees in order in the first and gets a call there on strike 1. With 2 on Bellinger. Last 8 games, Bellinger is started to lock back in. Still waiting on a homer, though. "27 games without one. 2-2.
I noticed in last inning that fly ball that Spencer Jones hit.
Yeah.
Really kind of moved. It's breezy here today, and it's blowing out. The ball's going to carry, especially out to right center field. Fly balls could be interesting today.
Bellinger goes down to chase that. Second strikeout for Keller.
He's shown a good curveball. That's where you throw a good curveball, right over the heart of the plate and down. You'd be surprised how many strikeouts you can get when it's in the dirt, right over the heart of the plate, just like that. Every warm-up I had, I wanted to drop my curveball right on top of home plate in warm-ups, just to make sure I had that.
Where'd you learn that from, David?
Bruce Keeson, ironically, you know, wow. From the former Pirate. Great pitching coach, late great Bruce Keeson.
One 1-0 on Dominguez. 1-1.
So Bruce Keeson was an old school guy. His other pitching advice was hit him in the neck. I mean, jokingly, but yeah, I mean, pitch inside is what he meant.
Dominguez lines it into left field. Nice piece of hitting for Jason Dominguez, who's on with 1 out. First base runner of the game. Let's take a look at the exit velocity presented by Spectrum. Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s 3 home runs to 3 consecutive at-bats, all big homers. And 402, 377, 376, 3 different pitches. That was something Aaron Boone talked about post-game the other night, Dave. It was the significance of Jazz hitting those home runs on 3 separate pitches.
And the other way, too. Opposite field, deep.
Meredith, I know Jazz was certainly a topic of conversation the other night as you were working the clubhouse.
Well, Ryan, he is always entertaining in the postgame, and I asked him what the difference had been over the last 2 games, having hit those 3 home runs in 2 games, and he said his teammates pulled him aside and told him he is the greatest player in the world, and he needs to remember that, and he said he finally started believing it again with a huge smile on his face, as only Jazz Chisholm Jr. could.
That's a great nugget, Meredith, and you talked about it in the open, David, how Jazz is a guy who he certainly feasts off of those good feelings and that confidence that surrounds him.
Well, there's no doubt he is among the elite when you combine bat speed with foot speed. Speed and power. He's at or near the top of the list. So when he gets hot and he feels good and he feels like he's in a good environment, chances are he's going to go on a run.
Chase is there, 2-2. One of 2 players in the majors with at least 15 homers and 25 stolen bases. Pete Crow Armstrong is the other. High fly ball. Right center field. Mangum puts it away. 2 down. Here is Caballero, who was at the heart of more controversy the other night after Dennis Santana did not like what we've seen Caballero do consistently this year, and that's wait to engage till the last possible moment when it comes to the pitch clock. See him looking down, going to wait on his term, and he just has to be ready to go before they hit 8 seconds.
It's even more important here in this situation, as we're going to show you, Ryan, as you were talking about what happened the other night. Santana got upset, thinking Caballero was messing with him, and he's right, he was. That's Caballero's job to try to mess with him.
The 0-2. Caballero lifts that to left. Reynolds in a few steps, and that will end the second. No score through 2 in the first of 2 at the stadium. Time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's pictures of Cartier, who brought out the nice suit for Jay-Z at Yankee Stadium. Oh, yeah. Looks terrific. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. Might spotlight you in a future game. That's how you go dressed to a big-time show.
That wasn't a Cartier watch, I'll tell you that.
Hit hard, right to first. Rice bobbles, gathers, tosses, 1 down.
Well, stay with it. And he does, and get over there. And Garrett does. No panic. Good break.
It was 24 pitches for Cole to get these first 7 outs. As the local kid Henry Davis steps in. Cole coming off a season high 103 pitches. Pop foul, 0-1. Yankees have been good against plus 500 teams this year, 26-23. That's sixth best in baseball. It's a Pirates team that comes in tied for a wild card spot, trying to end a drought. Since 2015, they have not made the playoffs. 0-2 on Davis.
Here in the third inning, Garrett Cole's already established all 4 pitches. Good looking slider right there.
The 0-2. 1-2.
Fastball, curveball, slider change.
And 2-2. Went to the slider there. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Cole. Pitching decisions presented by Sage.
When you come out of the gate like this in a day game at Yankee Stadium, you know you got a doubleheader and your starting pitcher's doing this to start this game, it sets a trend. Start going up and down the dugout. Just get him 1 run, boys. Get him 1.
Tyler Callahan takes knuckle curve for a strike. 8 up, 8 down for Cole. The 0-1. 1-1. Three of the strikeouts on the 4-seamer, 2 with the knuckle curve. Nasty changeup there, a lot of movement, 1-2.
Back-to-back changeups there, good adjustment. This pitch is getting better and better. It's starting to get better movement. He's starting to miss down rather than up with it.
The 1-2. 2-2. Try to get him a chase upstairs at a 4-seamer.
97 miles an hour. Almost looks like 107 coming off of a back-to-back changeups.
The 2-2. He got him. Garrett Cole is putting on a show through 3. 9 up, 9 down, 6 Ks. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. By Amazon, spend less on your kids for back to school. And by the New York Lottery, play today and start imagining your win. Some of the greats through the years to wear these 2 uniforms, the Pirates and the Yankees, playing the second game of this 3-game set and the day portion of a day-night doubleheader.
Al Oliver was one of the best hitters I ever saw growing up. And left-hander, wow, he could really hit.
That's smoke foul. There's Al Oliver with Bernie. Oliver, a 7-time All-Star. He, like Bernie, a batting title.
He couldn't play the guitar, though.
That's what Bernie's got him. You ever get Bernie out on the golf course? I just feel like he'd have the perfect mentality for that sport, too. As McMahon swings through that, 1 away.
Another look at the Keller curveball, which has been very effective to left-handed batters. He's gotten ahead in the count and been able to get in a strikeout spot and use this pitch 3 different times so far.
Here's Austin Wells. Ooh. Wells gets drilled on a 90-mile-an-hour cutter, and he is on with one out here in the third.
There's absolutely no possible way to get out of the way of this one. It's just chasing you right inside the cut fastball. Oh, kidney shot.
And Wells coming off his first multi-hit game since May 26th at Kansas City. He's on here as Trent Grisham gets some clarity on the pitch clock, it looked like. Keller to the stretch. Grisham grounded out to second his first time up. 0 for his last 12 after that homer against Yamamoto the other day. Two and 0. And that also misses. 3-0 now on Grisham with Rice on deck. The way the infield defense plays Grisham. Wells leads off first. 3-0. Grisham taking the whole way. That's in for a strike. 3-1. Mitch Keller pitching on 12 days rest after starting the Thursday before the break and then getting pushed to the back of the line coming out. 3-2. 144th start since 2022 for Keller, 5th most in the majors over that time span. The 3-2. Grisham hammers that to right field. Valdez on the run will make the catch. Grisham hit it well. Valdez able to catch up with it. 2 down. Hey, cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. Ben Rice just draped all over the American League leaderboard. Tied for 2nd in homers. He's 2nd in ribbies, 4th in runs, 2nd in OPS. Only Yordan Alvarez ahead of him in that OPS category. Has a 12-game hitting streak. Big swing there, 0-1.
Back when the Pirates traded Garrett Cole, there was a young Yordan Alvarez that could have been available in that trade. I don't know if they could pry him away, but revisionist history, right? If you can go back and do that one, you might want to try to get that guy. Kyle Tucker, too. He was in the farm system for the Astros when Houston traded for Garrett Cole.
The 1-1. Rice lines that into left center, dropping quickly. Reynolds makes the diving catch. Oh, what a play from Ryan Reynolds to end the inning. Rice thought he had a 13-game hitting streak, and Reynolds reaching all the way out. Full speed, full extension, inning over. The 6th Yankees strikeout is brought to you by your local Tri-State Audi dealers. How about Garrett Cole?
Really on a roll. Has gotten swing and misses on all of his pitches. 11 of them so far tonight to go with his current total of 6 strikeouts. Good four-seamers, good curve, really good changeup. So far, so good.
9 up, 9 down for Cole. You know, sometimes you have that many strikeouts early, David. You worry about the elevated pitch count. You're not worried about that right now with Garrett Cole, who has been putting him down in a hurry. Just 34 pitches to navigate those first 3 innings. Back to the top of the order, Jake Mangum takes ball 1. Mangum, high school teammates with Will Warren at Jackson Prep in Mississippi. Won a state title together in 2015. And would have been facing Will Warren had the Yankees not shifted their pitching around the way they did after the rainout, with Max Fried now going tonight. Cole ahead 1-2. Mangum flew out to left his first time up. The 1-2. Mangum fouled that one hard off himself.
Another look, slider down and in. Wow, full hack, straight down. Top of the foot instep. It's hard to know what that feels like. We need Paul O'Neill. I know he's felt that a few times. So you're probably like taking a hammer and hitting the top of your foot, maybe.
Ugh. Doesn't sound fun.
Hard. Not easy, a hard swing of the hammer.
Right, as opposed to an easy swing of the hammer?
As opposed to an easy one, a mid-range one.
A gentle hammer?
Yeah.
Another 1-2 coming. High and in with a fastball, 98 from Cole. Showed you in the open, his fastball velocity actually up a full mile per hour on average from 2024. Such a good sign coming back from elbow surgery. That's rolled slowly to third. McMahon across in time. One away. Here's Brandon Lau. Acquired in December, part of a 3-team trade. In the top 9 in the National League in homers, ribbies, and extra base hits. A big reason why the Pirates offense so revived this season. Pittsburgh was last in virtually every offensive category a season ago. And here they are this season, top 2 in so many of them. That changeup just misses, 2-0. Into right, coming in quickly, Dominguez there to make the catch. 2 down.
Really good 2-0 changeup from Garrett Cole there. Got him off the end of the bat just enough.
43 pitches thus far for Cole. 11 up, 11 down. Now facing Brian Reynolds, who made a spectacular diving catch to rob Ben Rice and end the bottom of the third. You know, sometimes the dive is a little for show, right? We all know. We say, oh, what a diving catch. It's a little for show. That dive, he needed every inch of his torso and extension of his arm to make the play.
Yeah, that had hit written all over it until the very end. The 1-0.
1-1.
The windup is a weapon now for Garrett Cole. You just see it. The rhythm, the timing, the command of all of his pitches, the deception that it builds in. He had a lot of time to think about things when he was on the IL for recovering from the elbow surgery. Came back with some new ideas. Those new ideas have paid off.
1-1 on Reynolds after Reynolds called time. Swing and a miss, set a slider, 1-2. Six strikeouts already for Cole. No score here in the top of the fourth. The 1-2 from Garrett. Flicked into shallow left, coming on Bellinger. He is there. 12 up, 12 down for Garrett Cole, who looks very sharp. Let's check out one of today's player props brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. Spencer Jones to hit one or more homers. Plus 500. He leads off the bottom of the fourth. Big rip. 0-1. Garrett Cole has sat down all 12 Pirates that he has faced thus far. Mitch Keller's looked very good as well for Pittsburgh. Giving up a single to Dominguez and hit Austin Wells, and that's it. David, we know there is a ridiculously long runway to achieve history on the mound today for Garrett Cole, but when you're as dialed in as Cole is today, and you get through 4 without yielding a base runner, is there any part of you that your mind starts going there this early in a game?
If it is, you fight it off. It's a little too early, and in the game, you need some runs first. So that's kind of, you're still in the game. Give me a lead and let me take control of the game. You're certainly feeling good about yourself and your stuff and your pitch count and establishing all your pitches. Same can be said for Keller.
And Jones able to work the leadoff walk. Nice plate appearance there from Spencer Jones. Here is Cody Bellinger. Struck out swinging his first time up. One of 3 strikeout victims for Keller thus far. Now, this was always going to be a day game, so you may have been pre-programmed to tune on Yes this afternoon. But don't forget, we now have an unscheduled second game tonight where Max Fried will be on the mound in the makeup from yesterday's rainout. 7:05 start on that one.
Got an Ernie Banks day today.
Let's play 2. 2-0 on Bellinger as Keller's lost the strike zone a little bit here to begin the fourth. And way off with that. Now 3-0. Check on Jones. Three and one. And another walk. So the Yankees with the first 2 base runners on here in the fourth.
That'll bring the pitching coach out. Either I'm getting older or pitching coaches are getting younger. I mean, wow.
Bill Murphy doesn't look too old, huh?
I've heard great things about him, but that is a baby face right there. I think it's me. I think it's just me. I'm getting crotchety and old.
No. You're not crotchety. You're just observant. Oh, look at the cam. Speaking of young faces in the building today. Yeah, a lot of different camps here to catch the Yankees. First and second, nobody out. Dominguez has the Yankees' lone hit. Has the game's lone hit. By the way, Murphy, 36 years old.
Yes.
So young to both of us.
I tell you what, from what I've heard and read, that he's technically very good.
From Cranford, New Jersey. Dominguez skies that into shallow left center. Mangum makes the catch, one down. Now here's the man who has provided the big swings over the last couple of games. Had the game-winning homer against the Dodgers on Sunday night. Had a 3-run shot in the first against Pittsburgh on Monday, and then after the Yankees coughed up a 4-0 lead, went down 5-4. It was Chisholm who put them back in front with a 2-run shot. Bats with 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Hammers that foul. Just a little quick. Jazz has been very honest with the media about his season, the need to turn it around, saying he is stunk, but feeling good about the way things have come together over the last few games. Meredith talked earlier about how Jazz said his teammates came to him, tried to imbibe him with some confidence, telling him you're the best in the world. Said he needed that reminder. Shows bunt here and takes outside, 1-1. There's a guy who's not afraid to bunt for a hit. Caballero on deck. The 1-1. Good sinker there. And it's 1-2. Timeout call just as Keller was getting ready to deliver that pitch. You saw Jones at second, Bellinger at first, both walked here to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3, Jazz going to tap it.
Called strike, batter's challenging.
He's 4 for 16 this year. One of the worst percentages in baseball, and
Call's confirmed. Pitch is a strike. New York has 1 challenge remaining.
2 away.
That was a really good pitch from Mitch Keller. We've seen that curveball. Most of them have been down for his strikeouts. This one, he gets a strikeout looking with it.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And Jazz now 4 for 17. Got the 3rd worst percentage in baseball for hitters. Good company, though. Matt Olson and James Wood are the only 2 worst, so a couple of good hitters.
It's the great humbler, this new rule. Everybody gets humbled. Nobody is spared.
And it's interesting, right? Because you think, oh, great hitter, great eye, maybe they're better at it. Well, Ben Rice has been the Yankees' best hitter this year. He's not very good at it, although he had a consequential one on Monday he was correct about. Paul Goldschmidt has seemed reluctant to use it, even though he's someone who's, you know, one of the more prodigious offensive players of this generation. Caballero went around, and Keller able to work around the back-to-back walks to begin the 4th. He retires Dominguez, Chisholm, and Caballero. Cole back to work. Garrett Cole has been electric, rhythmic, dominant through the first four. Has retired all 12 batters that he has faced. 6 of them via strikeout. Has had the whole arsenal working as we begin the 5th. And he starts off as Merlin Valdez with ball 1. Pitch count in great shape for Cole. .48 pitches. Faces the rookie who's homered in 7 of his last 8 games and took probably the best swing of the day there by a Pirate. Take a look at the leaders brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. Most homers through first 32 games of a career in Major League history. Valdez tied for the 3rd most.
Love that name, Ez Merlin.
Call him the Magician. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss, 1-2.
Love it. Throw hard, swing hard.
Where does Cole go with this 1-2 pitch? Is that everything working? He got him. Another heater. 13 up and 13 down. There's strikeout number 7 for Cole.
There's no doubt Garrett Cole is feeling it and smelling it, and good spin there. A great shot on a slow-mo. You watch that 4-seam spin and the carry. It just rides right through the zone, stays true. It's got some life.
Here's Ryan O'Hearn, struck out his first time up. Smashes that foul, 0-1.
Exactly what you want to see. Start off a left-handed hitter with a curveball. You want to speed him up and yank it foul. It's exactly what Garrett wanted to see there.
The 0-1. And he goes outside with a heater, 0-2.
Unpredictable. Got the hitters on the defensive.
The 0-2 from Cole. Bounce the changeup, 1-2.
I can say this from experience. Garrett Cole's having more fun pitching like this than he did in the days when you just threw fastball slider. This is more fun, more creative, got some weapons to work with.
The 1-2. Sky foul. Two and 2. Garrett Cole has not had a 3-ball count yet today. 2-2 on O'Hearn. The pitch. Missed that one badly with a changeup, just lost control. And now a consequential pitch coming here for Cole. His first 3-ball count of the day. 3-2 on O'Hearn. Cole has retired the first 13 batters that he has faced. Here comes the 3-2. He got him. Strike 3 looking. And a 4-seamer. 2 away.
Another look. Really good glove work from Wells, and this pitch is inside. O'Hearn knew it.
And did not challenge. The Pirates have already been wrong once early in this game, so O'Hearn keeps that in his pocket. See how consequential that call could prove to be. And Garrett Cole gets one there.
Just see Austin Wells' ability to frame on that particular pitch.
The 1-0. Hit hard and through into left field, a base hit. And there's the first base runner of the game for the Pirates as Nick Gonzalez breaks up the perfect game with that hit. And now Garrett Cole will get a nice applause.
Well, Yankee fans are very knowledgeable. They know what's going on. And that's a clean hit. First pitch hook. See the spiked knuckle curve grip. First pitch, trying to get it for a strike. It wasn't that bad. Gonzalez just hit it in the right spot.
Call from the stretch for the first time today. Facing Jacob Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez, third in the National League in batting average. As Jacob rocks that to right field, and that is gone. Just like that, the entire game changes. A two-out single from Nick Gonzalez, a two-run homer from Jacob Gonzalez. Perfect game gone, shutout gone. It's 2-0 Pirates.
Sometimes when you pitch from the windup for about 4 innings and then you get into the stretch, there's a little adjustment. You see this changeup was up and middle in-ish. And even though we had him out in front, that's Yankee Stadium there. Down the line.
Pitch is called a ball. Catcher challenging.
Austin Wells challenging this. The Yankees have just one remaining. And
Call's overturned. Pitch is a strike. New York has one challenge remaining.
Have a look at the home run swing. It's a changeup. You see the height of it, and even though he's out in front, he gets through it and stays on it enough. Doesn't hook a foul. Put it in the seats.
Nice catch by that guy. So just like that, Cole had 8 strikeouts, 14 up, 14 down, single homer. Now the Yankees in a 2-run hole.
Can't really say that was a porch job. I mean, that would have been a home run in 14 different major league ballparks. It was down the line.
The 1-2. Strike 3. Got him looking. 9th strikeout for Cole, but the Pirates take the lead on the homer from Jacob Gonzalez. Well, tonight it's the second half of this doubleheader as the Yankees and Pirates face off in the series finale. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:30 with first pitch shortly after 7. Yes, and the Gotham Sports app. Max Fried will get the ball in that game after being out for a couple of months. Garrett Cole really sharp today. Just a 2-out single and then one mistake in his first and only batter he's faced in the stretch. Left a changeup up that Jacob Gonzalez hits out, and it's 2-0 Pirates. Now the Yankee offense has to go to work. 8-9-1, McMahon, Wells, and Grisham. Grounded to first, high hop. No problem for Callahan. One away. Ryan Rucco, David Cohn. The birthday girl Meredith Morakovitz with you. Our entire Yes Network crew, appreciate you hanging out with us on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Wells hit by a pitch his first time up. Goatee Wells. He's had a few more promising offensive games of late. The multi-hit game the other day, the homers just before the break. And he flicks that into left field, a base hit for Austin Wells. He's been on base twice in 2 plate appearances.
It's a good sign, because we've seen Austin Wells kind of get out in front of pitches, right? A little anxious. This is a cutter in that he stays inside of and fights it off inside out down towards the label. But from an approach standpoint, nice job there.
No, Aaron Boone does his weekly spot with Jimmy and Jake for Talking Yanks, and one of the things he said yesterday in their conversation was, I want to see a little more. I like some of what I've seen from Austin Wells at the plate of late. As Wells' single is followed by a Grisham single, and now the Yankees in business with first and second, one out.
First pitch, hunting and getting. Four-seamer away, base hit up the box.
And now here's the man you'd want up, Ben Rice. Got robbed by Reynolds last time up. Fouls that straight back. Sitting on 29 home runs. We've got a treasure trove of Yankee historical nuggets if he were to hit number 30 today. The 0-1. 0-2. Action in the Pirates' pen. The 0-2. Rice slashes that foul. The weakness of this Pirates team is their pen. So the earlier you can get into there, the better off you are. The 0-2. 1-2. Wells at second, Grisham at first. One out here in the fifth. Yankees trail 2-0. The 1-2. Good take there from Rice. 2-2.
His command of the strike zone has greatly improved this year. Down 0-2 to your point, Ryan. Right back in it now.
Three and two now.
I mean, just a great take. Just misses low. You got to trust it. He does. That's been the secret to his success. Just low below the zone. Getting good pitches to hit.
See if he gets one here with the count full. And he takes strike 3.
Pitch is called a strike. Batter challenging.
And Rice is going to challenge it. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Ooh, that's not a good challenge.
Calls confirmed. New York has challenges remaining.
And the Yankees now out of challenges as Rice and Chisholm have both been incorrect. Both have struggled with it this season. And
nobody is immune. Everybody gets humbled at some point or another. And it was Ben Rice's time now.
Here's Spencer Jones looking to pick up Rice. Big swing there, nearly lost his helmet. 0-1. Keller this year, he's given up slug to lefties. A .500 slugging percentage, an .843 OPS against lefties. Righties just .283 slug, .577. He's held the lefties at bay so far today. The 0-1. He takes some hack, huh?
Does not get cheated. A little late on that four-seamer right there.
He's got some O'Neal curls flowing through the bottom of the helmet, too. The 0-2. That one's scooped up nicely by Davis. 1-2. Yankees had 2 on in the 4th as well against Keller, but were unable to do anything with it. Here in the 5th, 1-out singles from Wells and Grisham. This will be the 75th pitch for Keller coming. A 1-2. Jones lines that to center. Mangum right in his tracks, makes the catch to end the 5th. To the 6th we go. Pirates 2, Yankees nothing.
Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. Red Sox riding a 14-game winning streak at bottom of the 1st against the Orioles. That's Caleb Durbin hitting .351 over his last 10 coming in. Knocks in 2 with a base hit. Later in the inning, Jarren Duran a triple to score 2 more. Boston leading at 4-1. 1 win away from tying their franchise record with 15 straight wins, guys.
All right, Bob, thank you very much. We go around the majors. Zach Wheeler, terrific his last 3 starts. Ellie De La Cruz doing his thing in the last 17. And Bobby Witt Jr. placed on the 10-day IL with low back tightness. To the 6th inning we go. Garrett Cole retired the first 14 batters he faced, 8 via strikeout, then a 2-out single in the 5th by Nick Gonzalez, and that was followed by a 2-run homer from Jacob Gonzalez. And that's the scoring. 2-0 Pirates. It'll be 9-1-2 here with Callahan, Mangum, and Lau. Cole deals. Strike 1. You know, David, you talked last inning about how tough it can be to adjust to the stretch when you've been exclusively in the windup all day long. All of a sudden, the only batter Cole's facing the stretch, he gives up a 2-run homer. Does it add to the degree of difficulty at all the way Cole's windup is now, that he has that kind of extra rhythm to his windup? Can that be a more stark contrast now from windup to stretch for him?
It could be. I mean, only he could answer that. For me, in my experience, I know when I went on a long stretch, say 3 or 4 innings like he did from the windup, and you're on a roll, and then the minute you get to a stretch, it's a little bit of an adjustment period. And that was the hanging changeup that he threw for the 2-run homer.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10 for Cole. Papa John's key ingredients. The Pirates offense leads the majors with a .263 batting average. Mangum over 300. I mean, you look up and down the offensive leaderboard, and the Pirates all over it. Strike 1. They're 3rd in slugging, 6th in homers, 1st in batting average, 2nd in on base, 2nd in runs per game. .72 pitches for Cole. Yeah, he was a little annoyed with the baseball he threw for ball 3 against O'Hearn as well, after he threw it to the backstop for what was the first 3-ball count of the afternoon from him. And that was with 1 out in the 5th. Cole is tied a season high, 10 Ks. Did it May 27th at Kansas City as well. Two-one. Swing and miss. He's had a really good four-seamer today. The 2-2 from Cole. Lined into right field, a base hit for Mangum. And a one-out base runner for the Pirates here in the 6th.
Well, knuckle curveball. Good job by Mangum. Go down and get it. Stay on it. See him kind of glide and help keep his hands back. Both pitchers and hitters, they have sort of a gather their momentum, a glide, and then turn it loose. For hitters, you keep your hands back like that. You can hit off speed pitches.
So this is just the second batter that Cole has faced from the stretch today. And it's Brandon Lau, 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts. That four-seamer had a lot of run, and way off 1-0.
From the stretch again, right?
Yep.
Just there's that little bit of adjustment. We see how deliberate his windup is. When you get to the stretch, everything's abbreviated, everything's quicker. It takes a few pitches sometimes to get the feel for it, especially if you think there's a chance the runner on first is going to steal, so you're even quicker.
2-0. Yankees are out of ABS challenges thanks to 2 erroneous ones that really weren't close from Ben Rice and Chaz Chisholm Jr., who both struggled with it all season. And are they calling a balk or not? Garrett Cole is upset about something here. And hear him saying the pitch clock went off.
Good microphones down there. We could hear that. Garrett Cole uses the clock. We've seen him before, and we've noted with some great camera work before in his previous starts how his eyes dart around and watch the clock. So if the clock went off.
Now they're going to give Mangum second and call it a balk.
Exactly what Garrett's saying. The clocks went off, and that's what threw him off.
And Garrett Cole's trying to say, hey, he basically was just trying to alert them, hey, the pitch clock went off, pitch clock went off.
And he gets called a balk.
And he gets called for a balk.
This is something you don't see every day. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Clock's down, it's off, and right there Garrett's looking for it, and it's not there. Wait a minute, hey. And he broke his hands before he broke the rubber. So.
And you see the pitch clock just, boom, go off.
So the balk is that he doesn't break rubber with the foot first. He broke his hands first before he stepped off. And that technically is a balk, but the reason he balked is because the clock went off. So what do you do with that one?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. That's sort of an unprecedented wrinkle that happens because of the pitch clock. Right, are you supposed to just power through?
Step off first.
Step off first.
Yes.
Don't break your hands. Yeah.
Step off first. Call timeout.
So now we'll see how Cole navigates a little more adversity here in the 6th. One out, runner at second, the 2-1. Went around, weak hack from Lau. It's 2-2. Cole with his 29th 10 strikeout game as a Yankee, extending his franchise record. The 2-2. He got him. A season high 11 strikeouts for Garrett Cole.
This is a really good one. One of the better ones he's thrown. Just drops off the table. Tight spin.
Cole has been so sharp today. Season high 11 strikeouts, 2 out here in the 6th. Had 80 pitches. Now, you know, the Pirates, very good offensive team, top of the majors in batting average. They do have the 4th highest strikeout percentage, striking out 24% of the time in baseball. That's slap foul. In case you're just joining us, Cole had retired the first 14 batters that he faced. 8 of them via strikeout. They gave up a single to Nick Gonzalez and a 2-run over to Jacob Gonzalez in the 5th. Those are the 2 runs. Popped up, off third, foul ground. McMahon inning over. Garrett Cole through 6 at the stadium. We go to the bottom of the frame, 2-0 Pittsburgh. It is time for Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. All right, Coney. Started his career in Pittsburgh, had 2 stints there, won a championship with the Diamondbacks, spent a little time with the Yankees, hit for average, had speed. I got this one.
It's a lot of stolen bases.
A lot of stolen bases. Majinski, the new pitcher for the Pirates after Keller and held the Yankees scoreless through 5.
I'd like to buy another vowel on his name. Could you say that again from
Majinski? Yeah, that's tickling the armpits. All right, I'll give a hint here on Name That Yankee. His presence on the roster and his positioning became very significant early in the 2005 season. Paved the way for a historically impactful piece. Bellinger grounds that foul. I don't want to be more specific than that, David, but
that's a pretty good one, man.
Yeah.
A lot of teams.
Yeah, a lot of teams. Chases and misses. 1 away.
A running split finger fastball coming right into your living room. You can see the corkscrew spin, tailing away.
There's Dominguez, singled in the 2nd. Yankees have just 3 hits so far today, all 3 singles. Had a couple of threats in the 4th and 5th. The 4th, Spencer Jones and Bellinger led off with back-to-back walks, but then Keller retired Dominguez, Chisholm, and Caballero. Last inning, Yankees had 2 on, 1 out, and could not push anything across either. Dominguez is on for a 2nd time today as he works a 1-out walk. Here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. He has been the man with the big swing over the last few games. Bottom of the 6th. Yankees trailing 2-0. Jazz has the most game-winning home runs in the 6th inning or later in the majors this season, with 6 of them. Could tie it with one swing here. 1-1. Virginsky had done a nice job starting through May, of 3.76 ERA, then moved to the bullpen. Has done well in long relief, but was frustrated losing his rotation spot as Chisholm taps that to second. They go to second for one. Won't be a return throw. 2 down as Chisholm replaces Dominguez on the bases.
Be interesting if we see Jazz Chisholm try to attempt a stolen base here. The Yankees have been very leery so far because of Henry Davis's arm. Not a bad spot, because then if he's thrown out, you'd have Caballero leading off the next inning.
See if Jazz thinks about it, and oh, they're going to call Caballero for a pitch clock violation. You don't get to do the 3-4 seconds thing in the box anymore. You're picking on me, you're picking on me, I'm not. Yes, you are, I'm not.
Make sure he's looking up at you. We're not making this switch. We're not making this switch. Just look up. We're making up rules as we go. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Go.
Well, it looks like someone from the Yankee bench. Yeah, James Rowson may have gotten tossed. You see him having an extended conversation. And we want to let you listen to this. We'll give some context in a moment. But just incredible stuff we're picking up on our mics down there on the field. But remember, about a month ago, this became a thing, and Aaron Boone had a long conversation with Major League Baseball, as this is where Rowson was tossed, saying, get out, get out. It's Adrian Johnson who's tossing him. And now Caballero down on strikes to end the inning. We'll clean up where the frustration comes from for Caballero and the Yankees in a moment.
I didn't like him.
Why?
He's one of those guys I would yell at from the dugout. He was a pest, and I didn't like it. Now I like him.
Well, that was Aaron Boone today talking about Jose Caballero. Funny bite from Aaron Boone, and an extended conversation then with Aaron Boone and Quinn Wilcott, the home plate umpire, in between innings. Because remember, about a month ago, and here's the context we want to give you, this all came to a head. Aaron Boone had an extended conversation with Major League Baseball. Caballero talked about it with us the next day, as well as Aaron Boone. And basically, what they were told was, yes, the rule states you must be in the box, alert to the pitcher by the 8-second mark, or you'll be charged with an automatic strike. They felt like Caballero was doing a couple things. Sometimes, yeah, he was looking up, but looking up right at 8 seconds and not actually alert and engaged. So he needs to be alert, engaged before that 8-second mark. But also, he was stepping out of the box on his own if the pitcher had engaged too early. And Major League Baseball told him, you have to let the umpires do that. You can't just step out of the box and say, whoa, he's engaged too early. You need to let us handle it. And Aaron Boone, between innings, he's frustrated. We'll show it to you again. It certainly looks like to us that Caballero was within the rules, as Bellinger flags that down easily for the first out of the 7th. To me, David, it looked like he was alert and engaged, or was going to be in the time he needed to be. Look, he's 9 seconds. And unless Wilcott is determining him looking up there as not yet being fully engaged, but he's allowed to look down for as many seconds as he wants in the box, as long as he is ready to hit by that 8-second mark.
And clearly he was there, and we heard the mics, the hot mics we have down there.
Meredith, I know you've talked with both Aaron Boone and Caballero a lot about this as well.
Well, Ryan, we'll find out the exact explanation after the game on the post game, but just in speaking to Caballero several times about this, his biggest frustration in all of it, he feels like different umpires interpret the rule differently. That's what has gotten him in trouble, and he said, whatever the rule is, it's fine. I just need a clear indication of what I'm supposed to be doing in the batter's box so I can go with that accordingly. But Caballero has felt all season long like they have been interpreting it differently, and that's added to a lot of the frustration for him, because he believes that he's following the rules when he's out there.
Thank you, Mayor. That is hit in the air to right and deep. A high sky. Dominguez back at the wall, makes the catch for the second out. Well, that's what Aaron Boone was saying, David. We heard him say, we're making it up as we go here, because he felt like he finally had a long conversation, getting real clarity on it. And then it seemed like that kind of went out the window in that at bat with Caballero.
It feels like, Caballero's within the rules, but there's a perception among some in Major League Baseball that he's gaming the system.
Right. Skied to right center. Dominguez racing after it, looking up, and that is gone. Nick Gonzalez goes yard. Second home run of the game for Pittsburgh, and it's a 3-0 Pirates lead.
Well, the ball is carrying very well here today at Yankee Stadium. A little breezy going out, and that's well struck and high. And you can see the other way here. He gets it up, gets it out, almost inside outs it, and that ball just kept going.
It was Nick Gonzalez who broke up the perfecto with a single. And then Jacob Gonzalez followed with a homer. Here he lines out, and the 7th. But a little more damage done. It's 3-0 Pittsburgh as we hang out for God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, remove your caps, and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Navy and Army Sergeant Major Glenn Roberts from Endicott, New York, who served in Vietnam. The Yankees say thank you, Stephen, for your sacrifice and for your service to our nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. Throw the light with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Jack with you, and the Yankees offense needs to find a way to start punching back right now.
Yeah, Garrett Cole has done his job, Bob, even though he did give up the 2 home runs, 11 strikeouts in 7 innings. But you're right, that Yankee offense has lacked consistency. Only 3 hits for the entire game, Bob. They have had base runners in 5 of the 6 innings they've hit. No results. They're 1 for 12 with runners on base.
Willie Randolph joins us for the post-game show. We look forward to breaking all of it down for you then. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, fellas. Game recap, 3-4-0 for the Pirates. As the guys talked about, Yankees offense has been dormant. Really strong start for Garrett Cole, just bit by the long ball a couple of times. 2 different Gonzaleses. And now the Yankees need the offense to wake up here with McMahon, Wells, and Grisham. Machinsky remains on. And McMahon takes ball 1. A reminder, we'll have a nightcap here on ES with Max Fried returning from the IL. One and 1. And David Cole, yeah, he's given up a couple long balls, but he's looked so good today. He just has not gotten any offensive support. McMahon skies that into left, dropping quickly and fair. It's a ground rule double for Ryan McMahon. First extra base hit of the game for the Yankees.
Another look. All speed off the end of the bat, stayed on it just enough. And it was fair by that much. Actually see the vibration on the bat when you hit it off the end like that.
Wells swings and misses, 0-1. Well, has been on twice. A single and hit by a pitch. 0-2. Help America's Heroes. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. 43,290 fans here for this Wednesday matinee in the middle of summer. Jinsky will step off. Wells holds off on the splitter. The 1-2. 2-2.
Good take right there from Austin Wells. Looks like he's trying to see the ball a little better before you commit.
Two. Good swing there. Fouls it straight back.
When I was with the Royals had a coach there named Rocky Colavito. It's a great name, great player, great coach. And that was his advice on hitting. See the ball first. See the ball. What's your advice? What am I doing wrong? See the ball.
Well, sees that one just whisper outside, and now the count is full.
Sometimes you see hitters that are struggling, they get in swing mode, and boy, that one could have gone either way. Yes, right at the bottom of the zone. Caught a break.
And Pittsburgh has one challenge left. They don't use it there, and Wells takes advantage, works the walk, on base for a third time today. They join the Yankees on Saturday, August 8th as they celebrate their 78th Old Timers Day, presented by Fresh Direct. Arrive early and see your favorite Yankees legends put on the pinstripes and take the field again. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets today, Yankees.com. You gonna pitch, David?
I might. Thinking about it, yes. I pitched last year. I hit Brian Doyle in the ankle. That was not nice. But it was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah. Well, here is a golden opportunity for the Yankee offense. Your 8 and 9 hitters have gotten on to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order, the Yanks go. Here is Grisham, down 3-0. Ball 1. Double barrel action in the Yankee pen. JV and Castro. Called a strike. Yankees don't have any more challenges. 1-1. Ten homers in high leverage situations since the start of last season. Leads the majors for Grisham. That's what this spot is. Not going to happen this time. Mile high pop up, infield fly is called, and one away. You know, the Yankees have struggled in general offensively without Aaron Judge, but in particular, they've really struggled with men on base. And that's been the case again so far today. Still time to change it. And again, Quinn Wilcock getting in the mix with Ben Rice and the pitch clock. Going to be an interesting post game from Aaron Boone after that interaction with Caballero as Rice takes ball 1. Hey fans, go to @Yes Network on X and vote for the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Ben Rice, and the Yankees bullpen. Your options. The 1-0. 2-0.
A lot of confidence in manager Don Kelly and Majinski out there. Righty with this lane of left-handed hitters for the Yankees, from Grisham to Rice to Jones on deck. He's staying with them. Got a couple lefties down there to choose from. Nobody warming up.
The 2-0. 3-0 on Rice. Rice is the tying run. The 3-0 was taking a four-seamer right down the middle, 3-1. The Yankees bench stacked with righties. Day portion of this day-night doubleheader. The 3-1. Rice hammers it, and this game is tied. A three-run shot into the second deck for Benny Barrels. It's 3-3. Home run number 30 comes with an exclamation point for Ben Rice. They had the right guy up, David.
You mentioned before, a little surprise. Manager Don Kelly allowed that matchup, a 3-1 cutter right there.
You said they had lefty options. They stuck with the righty, and Ben Rice made him pay. And once again, and this was a theme in those games just before the All-Star break, the Yankees getting a big home run late. And you see Rice with that 30th home run make some history. 5th Yankee draft pick to have a 30 home run season. Don Mattingly, Mike Pagliarulo, Jorge Posada, and Aaron Judge.
Pags on the list.
Yeah.
What a good dude he is.
Two and 2 on Spencer Jones. Jones taps it foul.
Another look, 3-1 cutter. Didn't cut. And from the ground up, watch him use his legs. That's the beauty of Ben Rice's swing. We talk about, mechanically speaking, the leverage of the ground he uses with his legs to generate that speed.
Jones down on strikes.
The lower half leads. No doubt about
it. Here's Bellinger. Smashes that to right field, a base hit. And a 2-out base runner for the Yankees.
Three-run home run just changes everything. Yeah, blink of an eye.
From a dormant offensive day. Gets loud, wakes everyone up. But an interesting game, too. You had Cole retire the first 14 batters. Ended up striking out 11. You had the interaction with Caballero at home plate, and now you have a 3-run homer to tie it in the 7th. And Hedrick, the high leverage man, gets going.
How many people coming into this season had Ben Rice with 30 home runs on July 22nd?
Yeah.
Who had that one?
Runner going, Dominguez pops it up. Center of the diamond, everyone converges. Hitting over, but not before Ben Rice has his fill. A 3-run shot into the second deck and right. 3-0 deficit, now a 3-3 game. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, by Mohegan Sun, Beyond Your Wildest, and by the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Deals so right, they almost feel wrong. Only at your local Hyundai dealer. To the 8th we go, now tied at 3 with Brent Hedrick into the game for the Yanks. Second best ERA among American League relievers. It's Austin Wells. We've talked about it all year, how he has got beat up back there. Tim Lintage having a combo with him, Aaron Boone out as well.
You can see Wells saying he's all right, trying to rush him off. Tim staying with him, making sure.
Oh, there it is, that device again, David. Take a look at the bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. And everybody got off yesterday. The Yankees should have a lot of options here today. 1 and 2 on Henry Davis. Two and 2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider, one away.
Yeah, there was a pitching coach for the Baltimore Orioles named Ray Miller, and his motto was work fast, throw strikes, change speeds. It's exactly what Hedrick does so well. He's on the mound, he works fast, he throws strikes consistently, and then when he needs to, he changes speeds. It served him well and the Yankees.
Jared Triolo pinch hitting here in the 8th. One out, nobody on. And ball 1. If you can keep it that simple, right?
Work fast, throw strikes, change speed.
Fouled straight back. 1 and 1. One and 2. Swing and a miss. Work fast. Throw strikes. Change speeds. 2 away. Hey, the ultimate goal of an MLB fan, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile, the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. Go to MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps. And it is fouled off the foot.
I don't know if there are any metrics behind it, David, but it also just always feels like you get a sharper defense behind you when you pitch that way.
Undoubtedly. I guarantee the Yankee defenders love playing behind Hedrick when he comes in the game.
Oh, and 2 on Mangum. The pitch. I think Wells thought it was in there. The Yankees are without a challenge, though.
Just missed in.
Yep, not a strike. The 1-2. Tip foul. Pirates last in the majors in ABS challenge success rate this season. That one misses. 2-2. The 2-2. He got him. Hedrick strikes out the side. Another smooth inning from the Yankee lefty to the bottom of the 8th. Jazz coming up. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Ford stores, proud to be the official SUV of the Yankees, and by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Hyundai scoreboard, 3-3 game. Jazz Chisholm leading off the bottom of the 8th, and he takes strike 1. Yanks were down 3-0 before the Ben Rice game-tying homer in the 7th. As Jacob Gonzalez moves over to first, Triolo goes to short. 0-2 on Jazz. The game-winning homer Sunday night, 2 homers Monday for Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 so far today. Montgomery getting going in the pen as Jazz rolls that to second. 1 down. The Optimum Fiber famously fast replay. How about Hedrick?
Just good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Well, the pitch clock up with Caballero. After controversy in his last at bat. Fouls that straight back. Aaron Boone will talk about it more. Caballero as well on the post game. The 0-1. 0-2.
We just saw the adjustment that Caballero was going to take. He's going to stay out of the box now and wait till the 8-second point. You can see him now just hanging. He's going to hang now. And now the 8-second point, he's still right there at the 8-second point. And for me, that's the right adjustment for him. Okay, as he said before, you guys are picking on me. He may be right because he was within the rules before, but we don't know the interaction between Major League Baseball and the Yankees up to that point. But the whole hanging out in the box for 3 seconds.
And oh, what a grab. Triolo able to snare that rocket off the bat of Caballero.
So if he wants to use the clock, then that's how you do it. You just stay out of the box and then get in at the last minute and look up. And he got robbed there. Second time today, he's got robbed. One of those days.
Pitching change for Pittsburgh. 2 outs here in the 8th. McMahon coming up. For this August, Hexclad presents Season 3 of Yes's Emmy-winning animated series, Bronx Buds. Get ready for all new adventures around the city and meet some new friends along the way. The first episode of Hexclad presents Bronx Buds drops August 8th exclusively on the Gotham Sports app. Here is Mason Montgomery. 8 straight scoreless appearances. Will face the lefty McMahon with 2 outs. Nobody on. I mean, David, you had mused correctly so about Montgomery being an option for Rice in the 7th before Majinski, the righty, gave up the 3-run homer to Rice.
Yeah, it wasn't just Rice. It was 3 lefties in a row in that lane. After first and second, we're already on.
Bednar getting ready in the Yankee pen, the former Pirate. Aaron Boone does have a lot of righties at his disposal on that bench, but he's given McMahon the at-bat here. See the difference against left and right this season for McMahon. And McMahon hits it hard. Oh, what a snare. Wow, he's playing an excellent second base this season. To the 9th we go, tied at 3. David, name that Yankee. You and I both have a beat on this one. Tony Womack. Yeah. And the hit we were hitting at before was Robinson Cano, replacing him early in 2005.
He can fly. And by all accounts, just a good dude. I mean, well liked in the clubhouse, very personable. Carved out a nice career.
Yeah.
A lot of different teams because he could run, he could catch it.
Yeah, Cano came up, they moved him around a little bit. Here's Lau against Bednar, the former Pirate.
When Robinson Cano came up, everything changed. He was that good. How about that 2009 infield on the Yankees?
Oh, man. That could be the greatest infield of all time.
Teixeira, Cano, Jeter.
A-Rod Posada.
Pretty good.
Got silver sluggers all the way around.
Arguably the deepest infield of all time.
Oh, McMahon couldn't get that one. Turned to backhanded, and it scooted on by him. And the leadoff man on in the 9th for Pittsburgh.
Well, playing up. And that's why they call it the hot corner. You have a split second to react. Yeah, there it is. There it goes.
Here's Reynolds having a great season. Has really good numbers against the Yankees in his career. Made an incredible catch earlier in this game to rob Ben Rice of a hit. Check swing, strike 1.
That ball hit at McMahon, 103.6 miles per hour off the bat. Playing it on the grass as well. Yeah, like you said, that's why they call it the hot corner.
Yeah, I'm sure, he's got hands. I'm sure he's disappointed. He should have had it, but it wasn't that easy.
Let's check in with Meredith.
Well, Ryan, to say that he was a fan favorite in Pittsburgh, as you can see, is a complete understatement. He actually, Coney, you would love this, had his own beer can icy light, as he put it. He'd like to have a couple during Steelers games. As we know, David Bednar is a Pittsburgh native and spent 5 seasons with the Pirates. He told me the other day that he still talks to a lot of guys on that team, keeps in touch, enjoyed his time as Ryan McMahon makes an unbelievable catch right there in foul territory. Enjoyed his time in Pittsburgh, but wanted to be very clear, he is a New York Yankee right now. He loves wearing pinstripes. But guys, I have to tell you, when I walked in to the clubhouse the other day, as there's another look at the catch by Ryan McMahon, there was a case of icy light sitting on the floor waiting for David Bednar. His friends from Pittsburgh dropped off a special delivery. Now, his dad was supposed to be at the ballpark over this series, and he, obviously from the Pittsburgh area, bleeds black and yellow still, but said he is going to wear a Yankees hat to this series to show some support for his son, who is on the mound right now, Ryan.
Love it there. Maybe we get some of those icy lights between games. What do you think?
Only 28 carbs.
You've read the nutrition facts on David Bednar's beer?
It said it on the can.
Okay. I don't know if that's how I'd advertise that beer.
Only 28 carbs.
High and in as Valdez, the talented rookie, loses his helmet.
That's why they call it chin music.
Wow. Heck of a look with super shot.
From the flips.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got to make a transfer with these.
Wow.
That's a little more difficult. But he did it.
Still got there. He was real calm about that. Yeah, I'm going to take him off, put him on. I'll still get to the tarp to make this catch. Two-one. And it's 3-1 on Valdez. Bednar has been so good lately. And there's ball 4. So the go-ahead run now moves into scoring position for Pittsburgh. You see Bednar's Pirates resume. 2-time All-Star while there. "17 straight scoreless games for Bednar since May 22nd. Now he'll face Ryan O'Hearn with first and second, one out. That's lined foul. 0-1. Aaron Boone was talking about Bednar the other day, and he said he was a guy we wanted for a long time, targeted him for a while, and has been incredible for the culture of the bullpen. Said he is just a good dude who really is a great leader.
Got some guts. Wants the ball. May sound simple, but you'd be surprised. Some guys want the ball. They want to be up to hit in the big spots. They want to pitch in the big spots. Some, not as much.
The legendary Hubie Brown, who I worked NBA games with for years, used to tell a story of fans saying, "Why didn't you draw that play up for that guy, the leading scorer whoever it was, and you say, well, you don't know, but that guy has his head down the whole huddle hoping I don't draw the play up for him. You never know, right? Who wants it and who doesn't. One and two here.
Legend. Hubie Brown.
Oh,
legend.
Watches a lot of baseball, too. Greatest storyteller I've ever met in my life. And just oozes wisdom. Two and two on O'Hearn. 3-3 game, top of the ninth, first and second, one out. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 down.
.93 miles an hour. Bottom drops out of it. That's a power splitter. Talk about the difference between a splitter and a forkball. Fernando Cruz throws a forkball. That's a split finger fastball. Big difference.
Here's Nick Gonzalez, 2 hits today, a single and a homer. Third in the NL in batting average. Swing and a miss there at the splitter. 0-1.
The difference being you don't split your fingers as wide and you throw it harder. So the movement's a little later. It's more like a super sinker than a true like knuckle fork ball. And he's been throwing it exceptionally well as of late. Bednar has.
Saw the numbers against righties, very good for Gonzalez. One. Swing and a miss. Another splitter. 1 and 2. 7th inning. Here's what Gonzalez did. Off of Garrett Cole. That made it 3-0 before Ben Rice tied it with a 3-run shot in the 7th. First and second, 2 out. 1-2 pitch coming. High and in with a heater. Go back to the splitter here, 2 and 2, David.
If you're reading the hitter in the bat, it looked like he's sitting on that splitter, the way he reacted to that particular fastball.
What does that make you do as a pitcher?
Hey, if you're reading the bat, I might double up on a heater end.
The 2-2. Bounce to splitter. Snap throw to second. And it ends up hitting Lau. Dangerous, aggressive move there from Wells. Count now full.
This will give us the good view. The ball's in the dirt, so Wells picks it quick and thinks he might have a shot. Good thing Lau was there and it hit him.
Yeah, because no Yankee was. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be off. 3-3 game, top 9. Here's the payoff. Poke to first, diving stop. Rice, will he get to it? Touches the bag in time. Inning over. Good recovery there from Ben Rice. And this game goes to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 3 with the Yankees looking to walk off. The Mercedes-Benz road ahead. The Yankees will play a night game tonight against the Pirates in game 2 of this doubleheader. And then to Philly. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all night games. And then off to Chicago for 7 games between the White Sox and the Cubs. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 2 for 2 in his career against Mason Montgomery with a homer. His numbers against lefties, fantastic. Browns one, weak lead to second. 1 pitch. Ooh.
One out. Here in the bottom of the ninth. A beer to see Liverpool FC take on Wrexham AFC in a soccer-friendly next Wednesday at Yankee Stadium. Get your tickets now through Ticketmaster.com. Here's Trent Grisham. 1 for 4 with a single. And he takes ball 1.
Catcher's challenge is called ball.
Henry Davis challenging it. ABS powered.
Call's overturned. Pitches a strike. Pittsburgh has 1 challenge remaining.
Strike. I think there was some confusion at first as to whether or not Davis had challenged.
I think the pitcher challenged too. Montgomery went to his hat.
Which we just don't see a lot of.
Very rare. And rightly so.
Bottom 9, 3-3 game, 1 out, nobody on. That misses. 2-1 on Grisham. Garrett Cole was electric early in this game, sat down the first 14 batters, and then gave up a single and a homer. Yankees fell behind 3-0 before Ben Rice tied it in the 7th with a 3-run shot. It's Rice who's on deck. It's Cruz who's warming in the Yankee pen. Two. Count is full on Grisham. A 3-2. Ball 4, and the winning run is on. Statcast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Ben Rice homer. 102 miles an hour. 394 feet into the second deck. Ben can end it here. And there's a strike, 0-1. This was the matchup, David, we were a little curious about. In the 7th, the Pirates let the righty Majinski face Rice, who he took yard. The 0-1. 0-2. Jones on deck. The 0-2. 2 down. Fans after the final out get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and hear from the manager. Plus a look ahead to the second game of this doubleheader, all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees post-game.
That was 101 miles an hour from Montgomery right by Rice.
A bunch of lefties were in the lineup, now sending up some righties. Rosario pinch hitting for Spencer Jones. And a check on Grisham. That is down. 1-0. Cruz appears to be the man who would pitch in the 10th with Gonzalez, Henry Davis, and Triolo due up. The 1-0. 1-1. Now this year, even though Rosario historically has been much better against lefties, this year he's hit .279 against righties, just .209 against lefties. The 1-1.
Well, then, as Joan Cohn used to say, he's due.
There are those numbers. Time for him to get out of southpaw. Had 2-1 on Montgomery. Pitch. Tied him up with a 100-mile-an-hour sinker, 2-2. Check over on Grisham. Swing and a miss. Nasty stuff from Montgomery. This game goes to extras. Cruz coming in. 2 games wasn't enough. You get extra innings as well. Well, it has been an entertaining afternoon at the stadium. Garrett Cole retired the first 14 batters he faced, struck out 8 of them. Then a Nick Gonzalez single and Jacob Gonzalez homer made it 2-0 in the 7th. Nick Gonzalez came back up, a solo shot to right. Made it a 3-0 game, stayed there till Ben Rice in the bottom of the 7th. Deposits a 3-run shot into the second deck. His 30th homer of the year, and it is 3-3 as we go to the 10th. Holly Sanchez behind the plate, and Cruz now coming in.
What you call spitting the hook if you're Garrett Cole. Ben Rice helped him, pull that hook out of his mouth. He was on the ledger for the losing side now. It's on the relievers as Goldschmidt now at first base.
And there's a strike from Cruz. So Ben Rice out of the game. Sanchez goes into that spot. That's it in the air to right. Fairly deep. Dominguez makes the catch. Runner tags. Here's the throw. Not in time. And Gonzalez able to advance. 1 down. Does he pop off the bag at all while the glove's on him? No. Close. And Marcell Ozuna is going to pinch hit for Henry Davis here.
Upon second look, how did he glove that ball? McMahon, he's all tangled up with Gonzalez. Actually gloved it and made a tag in case he comes off the bat.
Wow. I mean, pretty significant that he did too, David, because if he doesn't, I mean, there's a chance that trickles by in a way that allows Gonzalez to score.
Just missed the tag on the hand going by, but look what I found.
Infield in on Ozuna. Swing and a miss. There's that splitter.
Notice the difference between his and Bednar's. You can see the outfield arms right there.
Dominguez and Bellinger strong. Grisham middle of the pack. Blocked by Sanchez. 1-1.
Now Cruz's forkball's in the upper 70s, early, low 80s. That one was 80 miles an hour. Bednar's was 93 on the top end on his splitter. So that's the difference between the two. The difference between a forkball A wide split, low spin, and a split finger fastball that Bednar features. Even though we're calling them both splitters, they're very different.
1-1. There's his 1-2. Soto up in the Pirates' pen. Cruz trying to get the K with 1 out, man at third. Tie game in the 10th. Blocked by Sanchez, 2-2. That one not close enough to make Ozuna offer.
If you're a catcher catching Fernando Cruz, you've got to be ready to go down and block. Especially in this spot.
Bellinger will lead off the bottom of the 10th for the Yanks. Grounded foul. Another 2-2 coming from Cruz. Miss there. Now the count is full. Triolo on deck. Infield in. 3-3 game, top of the 10th. Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader.
Good pitch, good take. What now? His best pitch is what he just threw. So you gonna try it again?
See if he goes back to it. The 3-2. Able to lay off again. And Ozuna works a walk. So now first and third with 1 out.
It's okay. First base is open. Ozuna, even though his numbers are down, as a veteran RBI guy. Going to pinch run for him right here, and now take your chances.
So Billy Cook will pinch run. And now the Yankee infield will back up as they'll play for the double play. First and third, 1 out.
McMahon even with the bag at third.
Pitch. High and in. 1-0. Triolo 81st percentile in sprint speed. So not the easiest guy to double up. See his numbers career against Cruz. The 1-0. 1-1. Cruz shaking off. Has what he wants. The 1-1. Went to the sinker.
A couple of new little wrinkles from Fernando Cruz this year. A slider on the previous pitch that he's thrown more often than not to get strikes, and then a sinker in there, which are excellent pitches to keep hitters honest on his splitter.
Now ahead 1-2. Pitch. Hit hard to left. Coming on. Bellinger can't make the catch. Kicks it in front of him. It's going to be an RBI single for Triolo. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 4-3.
We kind of had it set up. He just left it up. See his best pitch. The splitter just tumbles in there. Almost looked like a cement mixer.
Yeah.
If we describe sliders, that's what his forkball looked like right there. And Bellinger with a good effort. Good thing he got his left arm. He blocked it with his forearm. Oh, that ball's right on by.
Like a World Cup goalie right there. Now Jake Mangum hitting .300 on the season, first and second, one out. I mean, that first run obviously happens with the extra runner at second in extra innings. You want to make sure that second run does not score. The 1-0, and it's 2-0. Plow on deck. Yankees will have 4, 5, and 6 up in the bottom of the 10th. Pickoff attempt at second, and Cook back easily. The auto runner scores 61% of the time. Key is that second run, which happens 30% of the time. A 2-0. Strike, 2-1. Two. The 2-2. Flick foul. A reminder, there will be another game tonight. Meanwhile, Boston has won its 15th in a row, tying a franchise record. The 2-2. Poked into shallow center. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Here comes Cook, the throw offline. Runner advances to third. It's an RBI single for Jake Mangum, and now the lead is 5-3.
You can see the splitter just stays up again. That one floats. Great play coverage, one-handing it. See, this one stays up, fading away. One hand off the plate even. Tremendous plate coverage. I didn't really think Grisham has a chance here. He's going to fire it home, and there's nobody there. You can see Goldsman trying to get over there to the cutoff, but that allows another runner into third base now.
That's right.
With one out.
Better off not firing that ball home.
Yeah, I mean, felt like Goldschmidt was a little late to get over. He had a long way to go to play the cutoff man. Well, I'm not sure it would have mattered because it was fired over his head.
Runner going. No throw down. Now the Pirates set up with second and third and one out as Cruz continues to fall behind. And that at bat from Ozuna, pinch hitting, so key in this inning when Cruz had gotten ahead and then Ozuna held off on multiple two-strike splitters. Infield back in for the Yanks, and now 3-0 on Lau. I wonder if this will be the final hitter for Cruz. With action in the Yankee pen, and Cruz not sharp today.
21 pitches, 12 strikes, 9 balls.
3-0. That's a strike, 3-1. The 3-1.
Not even close. Ball 4. And now the bases are loaded. So 2 walks, 2 hits, and the day is done for Fernando Cruz. The Yankees will try and escape with bases loaded. 1 out for Pittsburgh. Time for a little game we call.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that with Brandon Loud? Will be Yankees fan in Virginia. Has a family connection to New York through his father Tom, who played at SUNY Cortland. Nicknamed Bam Bam after the Flintstones character because of his power in that 5'9" frame, and then uses specialized training gear, bungee cords, resistance bands, and a core velocity belt that pulls against his swing.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Here's Kervin Castro. Made his Yankees debut on May 8th, now back. And in a heck of a spot. Bases loaded, 1 out. Facing the middle of the Pirates order. After an ineffective outing from Fernando Cruz, Yankees trying to keep it right here, give themselves a good shot in the bottom of the 10th with the heart of their order up. 0-2. Reynolds 0 for 4. Struck out, flown out, popped out twice. The 0-2. Tip foul. The Yankees tied this game dramatically in the 7th on a 3-run homer from Ben Rice. Now trail 5-3, top 10. Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there from Castro. 2 away.
Tight little cutter here at 93 miles an hour. A little subtle movement at the end, down and in under the swing.
Here's Esmeralyn Valdez, the magician, the rookie. He's homered 7 of his last 8 games, takes ball 1. Tied for the 3rd most home runs in Major League history in a player's first 32 career games. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Looking ahead, the Yankees will have Bellinger, Dominguez, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. 4, 5, and 6. 1-1.
His swing and style reminds me of Glenn Allen Hill. Bat speed, the power. Glenn Allen Hill had that too.
Here's the 1-2 from Castro. Glenn Allen Hill had a heck of a home run trot too.
Valdez at his last at bat hit a bullet to left, 111 miles an hour.
Castro trying to keep him at bay. It does. How about that job from Kervin Castro? 2 strikeouts with the bases loaded. Gives the Yanks a shot here. Down 2, headed to the bottom of the 10th. Fans, when you get Gotham, you can stream live games and exclusive Yankees content. Download the Gotham Sports app to get highlights, features, podcasts, original series, and so much more. But if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Gotham Sports app for free. So download and sign in today. Well, we cruise to the bottom of the 10th. Heck of a job from Kervin Castro to keep it just a 5-3 Pirates lead. And you see the way Gregory Soto has struggled of late. An 8.76 ERA his last 13 appearances. Overall season numbers good, but not of late. He'll face Bellinger, Dominguez, and Jazz with Rosario, the auto runner, at second.
Pitch is called a strike. Batter challenging.
You get an extra challenge in extra innings. Bellinger challenging, and ABS powered.
Calls confirmed. Pitch is a strike. New York has no challenges remaining.
The Yankees lose their challenge on the first pitch of extras. The 0-1. David, how about that job by Kervin Castro coming into bases loaded, 1 out? Heart of the order, back-to-back strikeouts.
Yes, jumped right up 0-2 his first 2 pitches, so throwing strikes.
One and 2 on Bellinger. 97-mile-an-hour sinker from Soto. Dominguez on deck. Two and 2. Cook in center, Mangum in right. Flores behind the plate. Bellinger went around for out number 1.
No argument from Belly on the way back to the bench.
Couldn't hold up. Now Dominguez hits. 1 out, runner at second. Bottom 10, 5-3 Pittsburgh, ball 1. Dominguez been on base twice today, a single and a walk. That one scoots away from Flores. Rosario will go to third. Rosario is not the runner that matters. Down 2, the Yankees need an additional run to cross. Wild pitch, the official scoring on that. Dominguez pokes that foul. It's interesting too, Dave, because Yankees down 3-0. They tie it with the Rice home run, but then they go into their high leverage guys. Hedrick, Bednar, Cruz all pitch. Day game and a day-night doubleheader. You want to win that game when you use all the high leverage guys. It may not happen in the nightcap.
Spend all your lunch money too soon?
You want to make sure to make it count. Dominguez ahead 3-1. Here's the pitch. Popped it up. Behind second, Lau shading his eyes. 2 down. And now the Yankees looking for more heroics from Jazz Chisholm Jr. A game-winning homer in the 8th on Sunday night against the Dodgers. A 3-run shot in the first on Monday. Then after the Yankees had seen a 4-0 lead turn into a 5-4 deficit, he delivered a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning on Monday. What could he do here with 2 out? Strike 1. Yeah, 1. 1-1. Jazz rips that foul. 1-2. The Yankees down to their last strike. Pigeons hoping for a feast between games. Fans open for a rally. The 1-2. 2-2 on Jazz. Lefties do have a 762 OPS against Soto this year. Very respectable number. Two-two. In the dirt, and the count is full. Caballero on deck. And a trip to the mound here with a 3-2 count on Jazz. You don't see that every day.
A lot of debate for one pitch.
Something that Bill Murphy wanted to get across to Soto. The Yankees down 5-3, bottom of the 10th. Rosario at third, 2 out. Jazz represents the tying run. Count is full. Caballero on deck. Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. And after that conference, Soto steps off. A 3-2. Jazz pokes that behind first. Gonzalez there, and that is the ball game. The Yankees fall 5-3 in extras in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader.
It was a well-pitched game. Both starting pitchers were on point. Mitch Keller got through 5 innings with no runs and 6 punch-outs. Garrett Cole was outstanding. A couple of pitches, a couple of home runs.
But the Pirates able to grind it out in the 10th and pick up the win. We'll be back to wrap things up in a moment before the nightcap with Freed later. Time for the game-changing drives of the game, brought to you by Audi and the all-new Audi Q3.
Oh, you got to go back to the 5th inning. Nick Gonzalez out in front, keeps it fair. And then Jake Gonzalez with a bomb to right center. Nick and Jake's the drives of the game.
Time for the Chevy player of the game.
Well, it's the game winner from Triolo. Comes through, gets a splitter up, makes it pay, and that was the game winner.
Well, the Pirates 5-7-0. The Yankees 3-6-0. 3 hours, 10 minutes. Cruz the loss, Montgomery the win, Soto the save. Ben Rice with the dramatic swing of the 7th for the Yanks fall. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the W.B. Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and Willie Randolph. Special thanks to producer Troy Benjamin, director Dan Barr, Mike Webb, and our executive producers Jared Ames Boschnack. Coverage for game 2 of this doubleheader begins at 6:30 with first pitch coming shortly after 7 o'clock. Once again, the final score in game 1. The Pirates 5 and the Yankees 3 in 10. For David Cohn and the birthday girl Meredith Morakovitz, I'm Ryan Rucco. Now let's go to Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and Willie Randolph, who are standing by with the post game.